Hello, I'm Linda Jones. Annie Malone's story is such a fabulous story, and it's a shame that most historians don't share her history with other people, and that's what we're going to do today.
Annie Malone was an American businesswoman, inventor, and philanthropist. In the first 3 decades of the 20th century, she founded and developed a large and prominent enterprise centered on cosmetics for African American women. She developed and manufactured her own line of non-damaging hair straighteners, special oils, and hair stimulant products for African American women. She named the new product Wonderful Hair Grower.
Annie Malone discovered a product. She created a product called Wonderful Hair Grower. And with this product, she was able to improve the hair condition of many, many people. And she sold her products door to door. She moved from Metropolis to Lovejoy, Illinois. And she was there for a number of years, a couple of years, and then she moved to St. Louis, Missouri. The World's Fair was in St. Louis, Missouri, and she decided to go to St. Louis because she wanted to increase her sales.
In 1902, Malone moved to a thriving St. Louis, where she and 3 hired assistants sold her hair care products from door to door. As part of her marketing, she gave away free treatments to attract more customers.
Most people are familiar with Madam C.J. Walker. Well, did you know that Madam C.J. Walker was one of Annie Malone's employees? Madam Walker worked for Annie Malone.
Poro is a West African word meaning physical and spiritual growth. Due to the growth in her business, in 1910, Turnbow moved to a larger facility on 3100 Pine Street. Malone, by then worth well over $1 million, built a 5-story multi-purpose facility. In addition to a manufacturing plant, it contained facilities for a beauty college, which she named Poro College.
Poro was the name of the college that Annie Malone started, that she built. She built a college for black women, for cosmetologists, for black cosmetologists. And she wanted them to learn the trade, but she wanted them to give back to their communities by service. And in this college, which was located in St. Louis, this Poro College was so huge. It was a fabulous college. It was state-of-the-art. It had the dormitories for the students coming in. It had a hotel. It had a hotel attached to it, a dining facility. It had a rooftop garden. She had everything that she needed to make her product, to actually get her product from the raw materials until it was sent out to her customers.
The building included a manufacturing plant, a retail store where Poro products were sold, business offices, a 500-seat auditorium, dining and meeting rooms, a roof garden, dormitory, gymnasium, bakery, and chapel. Poro College employed nearly 2,000 people in St. Louis. Through its school and franchise businesses, the college created jobs for almost 75,000 women in North and South America, Africa, and the Philippines.
I remember as a person, it wasn't just about hair, it was about a lot of things that went on in there. I think about all the jobs. She had a sewing room where they made the uniforms for not only the employees in the building, but they made the uniforms for the college students that came in to learn cosmetology. But she was kind of scary to me. Yeah. And she wore a lot of those big hats, and then they would just really frighten me a lot.
She actually was in every large city in the United States. She had Poro agents. She had 75,000 Poro agents in every state in the United States, as well as international. She was in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Nova Scotia, Africa, the Virgin Islands, South America, anywhere there were black people. Annie Malone had agents there. 75,000 is a large number. She was there, and she also traveled to other countries promoting her business.
Malone is recorded as the U.S.'s first black female millionaire, based on reports of $14 million in assets held in 1920 from her beauty and cosmetic enterprises headquartered in St. Louis and Chicago. She used her wealth to promote the advancement of African Americans, and she gave away most of her money to charity.
She was the founder of the black hair industry, but she was also the first millionaire, and she was also involved in many philanthropic endeavors. She supported many colleges as well, college students. She also supported college students to every college. She did so much for people. Her life purpose apparently was to help people, to give back to her community. She believed in uplifting her community, and that's what we should be doing today. There's a children's home there that she started in St. Louis, and it was called St. Louis Children's Orphanage, and it was later changed to the Annie Malone Children and Family Services. It's still in St. Louis.
On May 10, 1957, Turnbow Malone suffered a stroke and died at Chicago's Provident Hospital. Childless, she had bequeathed her remaining fortune to her nieces and nephews.
She also left a legacy. She has a legacy. Back when she was here living, people knew of Annie Malone, but today people don't know who she is. They're more familiar with Walker, Madam C.J. Walker, but we want to get Annie Malone's name back into history simply because she was the first one. She was the founder, but because of all of her good principles that she left with us, her legacy, which needs to continue living. We have a legacy where people, for black women especially, that's an easy business to get started into and to maintain. However, we've allowed so many other people to come in and take it away from us. We want people to understand that this legacy that was started by people like Annie Malone and Madam Walker and Sarah Washington Spencer and there's others as well, that we need to continue. We need to continue with that legacy.
Annie Malone May Day Parade. This St. Louis tradition began over a century ago in the historic African-American Greater Ville neighborhood when thousands of St. Louisans would gather to honor Annie Malone, the founder of Poro College and the noted children's home that carries her name.
We want people to understand that if she could do all of those things, if she could accomplish all of those feats, and this is back in the early 1900s before there were computers, cell phones, internet, Facebook, LinkedIn. If she could accomplish all of that, 75,000 Poro representatives around the world, then there's nothing today that we cannot do. Thank you so much.